Our story begins on the evening of September 12th, 1952, in the small town of Flatwoods, located in Braxton County, West Virginia.
It was a clear evening when two young boys, Edward and Fred May, along with their mother Kathleen and a local school teacher named Mrs. May, were outside near the family farm.
The boys had been out playing when they saw something unusual in the sky, something they described as a fiery ball, almost like a bright streak of light.
At first, they thought it was just a shooting star or maybe even an aircraft, but the sighting was too unusual to ignore.
As the glowing object descended, they followed its trajectory, and it seemed to land on a nearby hill.
The boys were immediately intrigued and decided to investigate.
What they didn't know was that this would set them on a path to encounter something far stranger than they could have ever imagined.
They weren't alone for long. The May family, along with their friend Mrs. May, made their way up the hill to investigate the strange object.
They reported feeling an eerie sense of foreboding as they approached the location, and what they found would forever change their lives.
As they neared the top of the hill, they saw something standing in the trees.
This figure was unlike anything they had ever seen before.
This is why we don't look in the trees.
Never.
The creature stood over 7 feet tall with an odd spade-shaped head. It was glowing, and its eyes were described as a bright, almost reddish color.
But the most shocking detail, the creature was covered in a strange metallic-like greenish armor, and it had a weird, almost robotic-like structure.
To make things even more eerie, the creature was hovering or floating above the ground.
And just when they thought things couldn't get stranger, the creature began emitting a hissing, screeching sound.
The entire group was terrified and quickly ran down the hill, but not before noticing a strange, nauseating mist that seemed to follow them.